I am NetMoverSitan, and as you can see, we're in the underground village. I haven't done much work on this, but I decided to do so, partly due to add a bit of variety, and also because I need the stone for creating a tunnel in the Nether. Yes. I've made significant progress on the base of the arena. If I do more work on it, I should have it done. Just enough for expansion. Yeah, I'm really thinking big on this one. Right. Oh yes, and off camera, I had to clear out a lot of slimes. And when I mean a lot of slimes, I mean a lot of slimes. I've obviously not been here that long. Well, that often. And I've not been here long enough to allow them to appear. Yeah. That's the way it is when you don't do pest control on a regular basis. Well, regular enough to not have to worry about it. Oh yes. And considering that I have a backlog of my primary projects, I decided to work on, well, first this, and then some Soul-like lore videos, where I basically go over the lore of the Soul-like world. Expect a more condensed version of the lore scattered throughout the game. My own take on it, including theories, and also, let's see, how it fits in. Yeah, I think that's about it. Although it might be a bit redundant there. I'll probably do a mix of how I'm doing this and a voice in the style of Brian Blessed. Yeah, that actor with a huge beard, whom, if you're looking for a quiet role, you're better off with someone else. If you want someone who's loud and larger than life, he's the one to go for. Yeah, I've pretty much completed the main story, or as much as there is of it. I've just yet to upload all of the parts of it, as well as the Taints Guide, although the Taints Guide will expand as they're being added. Yeah, I thought, why not do the lore videos? In fact, I think that's how I started considering doing Soul Blight as a primary project in the first place. no one was doing a more concise playlist of it, so I thought, why not make one of my own? And that's how it started. Although it took a while to figure out how to get through it, but those of you who have watched either of my Undertale playlists or any of the Dark Souls playlists, you'll know I don't give up easily. I don't start something unless I intend to complete it. As for Hollow Knight, considering the sneak peek of Gods and Glory, which turns out to be in the dream world, have a resemblance to the Colosseum of Fools, and it appears to be a boss rush, with some new bosses added to it, including at least one of the Nail Masters. Specifically the Italian one! Well, I gave him an Italian accent, Shio, mostly because he was a skilled artist. Yeah, well, I could just go to the final boss and do that after, but I don't want to leave any stones unturned. Alright, and there's also some info on Shovel Knight, King of Cards! Yeah, you see what I did there? That's the Brian Blessed type voice I was going for. Not sure about how successful I was. Apparently, it'll be sometime this year. They're just not sure when. Although considering there's a preview for the first few levels, it's not as far away as we think. Yeah, and From Software with Activision, with Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. Not too sure about that. We have a reputable developer, as in a Japanese developer that hasn't sold out and devoted more attention to glorified gambling machines than actual games. And then we have the publisher, which, yeah, doesn't really have that good of a reputation. I mean, it's much like the developer-publisher combo for We Happy Few. I mean, Gearbox. I mean, Gearbox don't really have that good of a reputation considering Aliens, Colonial Marines, and Duke Nukem Forever. Although the latter hasn't really aged that well, has it? And I'm not just talking about the fact that he's a 1990s tough guy. Oh yeah, I seem to be drawn towards two genres of games. Either those that require you to think your way around problems rather than mindlessly slaughtering them. Let's see, two more mainstream examples are Portal 2, which is a first-person puzzle game, and Thief. Not the more recent version, I mean the original. Because the objective of that is to avoid detection. And a game that has inspiration from the original Thief, Dishonored. If you're going for more indie examples, more recently I've done Test Expected Behaviour. Now that requires thinking outside the box, I'll tell you that much. The second type of game that I'm drawn towards is those that don't give you an easy ride. As in those who punish even the slightest amount of mistakes. Mainstream examples include the Dark Souls trilogy, of course. And as for indie examples, there's Undertale, Hollow Knight, let's see, what else? Oh yes, and then there's The Void. That requires some forethoughts if you want to get, well, certainly the good ending. Although good and evil are very loosely defined on that one. Yeah, I'm not sure where that's coming from. Although I occasionally want something that's a bit less, how can I put it, cerebral. Sometimes mindless violence is how that's fulfilled. Although it's not something I go for that often anymore. I mean, certainly not Call of DLC. Keeps that away from me. I mean, especially with what they're trying to pull with the more recent edition of their game. And no, I'm not calling it a different game because, well, you might as well get an older version because the new version is, well, more of the same. It seems to be the Porsche 911 of the gaming world, isn't it? Yeah, I still can't get that image out of my head involving that Harry Potter mobile game, which essentially says, pay up or watch this child get strangled for a few hours. I mean, that's emotionally holding you hostage. In fact, it might be a bit disgusting if you think about it, as some get off on that. Who'd get off on that? Let's see. Paedophiles? or sadomasochist. Take your pick. They might even be both. In fact, it's worse if it is both. Yeah, some of them are thinking, what can we afford to put in? Actually no. Right, I'll start again. It's not a matter of what they can put in, it's more what can they leave out and puts back in later for a fee. Much like certain editions of high-end vehicles. I mean, the kind that are environmentally unfriendly, ridiculously impractical, and inspire looks of complete horror to pretty much anyone from Greenpeace. Yeah. Although in the case of games, they're far less expensive. Although pretty expensive depending on which way you look at it. Just not as expensive as those vehicles. Yeah, the kind of expensive that were discussed even those from London. And I did mention about the ice cream made from human breast milk. Yeah, ridiculously expensive even by London standards. The kind of thing for those with more money than sense. I mean, if you wanted some ice cream, you'd get something more reasonably priced, wouldn't you? That and, well, not everyone is that open-minded about what they consume, are they? Ooh, what do we... Oh, yes! That gold is mine. And if any of you monsters down there want to stand in my way, well, you have a choice of death. Either my bow, which sets you on fire, or my sword, which causes a lot of damage. Well, more damage than a regular diamond sword, because it's been enchanted and has some good enchantments. Yeah, to be honest, I was just excavating some rooms for the underground village. I mean, finding this gold, not to mention the other useful resources, that's just an unexpected bonus. Oh, the zombie. You dare set me alight. We all burn together. But unlike you, I have decent protection. In fact, some examples of unscrupulous business practices. Or, if you want to be a bit less technical, dodgy business practices. Reminds me of the series that... Yeah, it's the Series 12 episode of Red Dwarf, M-Corp, which is basically capitalism gone mad. I mean, compared to them, dodgy business people who operate in reality, well, they look honest by comparison. And that's saying much. Yeah, I want to clear off. I want to clear out this cavern before I start gathering gold and other resources. I mean, why wouldn't I? Well, at least some of these are decency. They help me, I help them die. To be honest, I was going to kill them anyway. I could use the experience orbs. And besides, they're undead. By principle, I consider it the right thing to do to make them stay dead, because you should either be alive or dead, not somewhere in between. And they most definitely are somewhere in between. As for the example of Swedish strangeness in the form of the creeper, if I don't kill them, they'll quite literally blow up right in front of me, or behind me, depending on which way I'm looking. Yeah, there are a number of games I want to start, but some of them I don't have the right specifications for yet. And others, well, I've got enough to get through as it is. Character in System Shock 2 French, I don't know. Even more puzzling is that I decided to make him a Jedi. I mean, he even has the sword. Yeah, sorry I gave that away. Yes, all that gold is mine! What else can I make mine? That's cool! Yes. I shall make that mine as well. Oh yes, I haven't forgotten about the arena. That is where I shall fight the Wither. But I'm thinking big with that one. Bigger than I've ever done. I mean, I can't just summon the Wither out in the open. That would be far too easy, and there wouldn't be any cover for me. It's much more interesting if I create a grand finale with the venue worthy of what I'm fighting. I mean, is there anyone else who'd do that? Oh yes, and as for some of the more overused songs, let's see, in commercials, I can think of two straight out. Yeah, I forgot something. Another pair of stairs. Either that or I haven't been paying much attention to that. Let's see. Bonnie Tyler's Total Eclipse of the Heart. And then there's Queen's Flash. As in R. Yeah. Saw that coming, did you? I've seen a few commercials of that, I'll tell you that. Can you think of anything else that's overused? To the point where you think, oh, they're doing this again. Well, some people don't have that good of an imagination. It can be that simple. I mean, much as with the movie Jumanji: Welcome to the Jungle, quite a few people will probably think, yeah, let me guess, part of the soundtrack will be that song from Guns N' Roses. I mean, it'd probably be more of a surprise if that wasn't part of the soundtrack. Yeah, an example of something that hasn't really been looked into for a while. Getting with the times. Although in some cases it might not be that good of an idea to get with the times, because the part of getting with the times is, as Friedrich Nietzsche would put it, the celebration of the mediocre. Yeah, his philosophy was corrupted by an oppressive regime, much as Karl Marx. although on the opposite end of the political spectrum. If both of them are able to see into the future and find out how their philosophies were adapted, I think you can guess what they do. Until next time, hail the rabbit!